He who acts looks forward, not backward. There was a man who was hurt and tired. He had suffered many betrayals and could no longer bear it. So, he decided to seek help from the wisest man in the area. He said, "I trusted some people, and they lied and betrayed me. Now, I can't trust anyone, and my heart is filled with pain and suffering. This pain won't leave me, and whenever I think about it, the desire for revenge grows within me. I want my offenders to experience the same suffering I've endured." The master replied, "Often, we wish to repay the offender's suffering, even if only in thought. However, the problem lies in the fact that when we try to respond to evil with evil, we become like it. Do you wish to become like that? If not, the solution is simple: have compassion for the person who hurt you and let go. Listen to this small parable. A large bee entered a man's room. It circled for a long time. Too exhausted to fly towards the window that the homeowner had opened for it, the man extended his hand to help the bee reach its freedom. Instead of gratitude, the bee stung the man who only wanted to care for it. The bee then shrunk into a distant corner, remaining silent. With compassion, the man brought and placed 2 cups on the window, one with water and the other with honey. The sweet aroma attracted the bee, and it fell into the honey. But when satisfied, instead of thanking the man, the bee stung him again. He sighed, scratched the sore spot, and opened the window wider, allowing the bee to fly freely. However, the insect didn't understand his good intentions and stung the man several more times, buzzing loudly to assert its correctness. The man left, as he had other obligations besides rescuing the unpleasant, malicious bee. He left the window open and didn't remove the honey and water. However, when he returned to the room 2 days later, he found the bee lifeless on the table. It would never find its way, perhaps due to the inability to see what was around it because of the anger and stupidity that blinded it. You tell me to have compassion and smile afterward, but the sensible speech doesn't seem to make sense to me because my life is ruined. I was hurt by someone close, someone I always expected help and support from. If you want to comfort me, offer useful advice. Don't believe that life itself will punish my offender. I will respond to you, but I want you to understand that my words make sense. I have gone through hardships just like you. Right now, I am calm because my emotions have settled, while yours continue to punctuate. I have also lived in a colorless world. I have experienced pain before falling asleep and waking up with it, just like many people around you and me are experiencing and suffering at this very moment. Don't believe that you are the only one who has been hurt in this life. Look around, there are others in even worse situations than yours. If you can, help at least one of them, and you will see that your pain will decrease because you will realize that your pain is not the center of the universe. Everything is completely different. And remember, we only have one life, and it is more important than seeking revenge. You have dedicated too much time to someone who didn't deserve it. Why continue poisoning your own happiness with the venom that was thrown at you? There are other things to do. Stop lamenting and suffering. Leave aside thoughts of revenge because both will only lead you to a dead end. Open a window or a door, just step out and breathe deeply. Then exhale and say, "Thank you, life, for the experience you have given me. I will never forget, but I won't remember the name of the person who caused me pain." In some way, I came across a poem that deeply touched my heart, and I would like to share it with you. Maybe then you will also realize that the one who hurt you is just an unhappy person who needs to be understood. I don't want to cause pain to anyone. I don't wish to carry the weight of a sin in my soul. Life will take care of punishing our enemies at the right time, and that punishment will return like a boomerang, hitting 100 times harder. Although everyone knows this, there are still many people. But it is God who will judge them, and I, in turn, choose to forgive them. But I also choose to distance them from my life. I don't want them around because I don't appreciate their presence. I don't wish harm to them, nor will I carry the burden of a sin in my soul. Life will take care of punishing them, even if I don't say a word. The best revenge is to forget. Thus, the enemy will be buried in the ashes of insignificance. The Spanish philosopher Baltasar Gracian wrote this, and let us agree with this idea and allow destiny to give us what we deserve. This way, life's justice will surely prevail.